Hey, what's up everyone? Shane here, better known as the Arbologist. If you're watching this, odds are you've already heard of plus EV betting, and maybe like myself, you're using tools like OddsJam to profit. I talk to people every day who are chasing those little green percentages on the odds screen. And that can be a good start, but it's just that, a start. Because real success in this game doesn't come from chasing percentages. It comes from reading the market as a whole and understanding the math behind the bets. And in this video, I'm breaking down what EV betting really is, how it works, why it works, and how you can use it to consistently grow your bankroll. So let's dig in. Plus EV stands for positive expected value. And all that means is you're betting when the odds being offered are better than the true probability of the potential outcome. Here's a simple example. Let's say DraftKings is offering odds of plus 120 on the Padres to beat the Yankees, but sharp books such as Pinnacle, Circa, Bookmaker, and BetOnline all have it priced closer to plus 100 or even money, which gives us an implied probability of 50%. And in this mock example, DraftKings is undervaluing the Padres with an implied probability of 45.5%. And you're getting better than fair value on the price because of that, or an estimated 4.5% of EV. The outcome of this one event isn't the overall goal here, it's playing the value it offers over and over to profit long term. And just like investing, this isn't about one win, it's about consistent profit over time. You're essentially flipping a coin weighted in your favor. The more you flip it, the more you'll earn over time. Now with that said, here's a pro tip. Yes, volume does matter, but don't sacrifice quality. Only bet when you've truly defined EV as an edge. More bets do not equal better bankroll growth unless they're legit EV. Let's talk about how to define the market, because it's where a lot of folks are messing up with EV. They see any bet at 4% and they just blindly bet it. But you have to ask yourself, where is the rest of the market? Not all EV bets are equal, and a real edge comes from market context. Where's Pinnacle? Where are Circa, BetOnline, and Bookmaker? Are at least half of these sharp books giving odds? And are they aligned? Also ask, is there proper liquidity available from these market-setting books? If Pinnacle's taking 5K on a prop or 20K on a mainline play, you can safely assume they're confident in the line they've set, which means it should hold more weight in determining market value. Here's a real-world example. Djokovic is playing Muller in a match at Wimbledon, and Rebet has Muller's over 8.5 game spread at plus 107. But the market is showing average odds of minus 112, which is exactly the average of the three sharp books, Pinnacle, Bookmaker, and BetOnline. OddsJam is showing us that Pinnacle is taking up to 4K on this bet. Considering we're a day away from the match taking place, I'm okay with that number at this point. Now, Rebet's implied odds, 48.3%, but the sharp market's implied odds, 52.8%. We've defined the market, took into account the sharp liquidity, and proved Rebet is truly an outlier here. And that's a real 4.5% edge. If only one sharp book was giving us odds, or all three sharp books weren't aligned, or liquidity was scarce, you might be betting noise and not value. So remember, don't just trust the number, read the market. Now let's talk a little about the variance of plus EV betting, and for newcomers, why it may feel awful before it feels profitable. You'll lose bets you should have won, and you'll win bets on underdogs. Variance is messy, but in EV betting, it's normal and totally expected. If you're betting true EV, keep this in mind. The short term doesn't matter. You're in this for the long haul. Proper, defined volume is key. And in my opinion, plus EV requires these essentials: a healthy bankroll, a consistent process, and a strong stomach. If you're missing any of these essentials or just want to ease the ride into EV betting, I suggest starting with my bread and butter in the edge game, arbitrage betting. In some circles, arbing gets overlooked, but it shouldn't. It gives you guaranteed profits, confidence, reps on books, and most importantly, a bankroll. Now, that bankroll will help you survive the variance of EV. You're not skipping steps, you're building the foundation for success. Use ArbProfit to fund your EV game. For a full breakdown of arbitrage betting, check out my video linked above, where I explain how I turned a $2,000 bankroll into more than $40,000 in just over 3 months. Let's get back to EV, where you now have a healthy bankroll and you're ready to jump in head first. You've learned how to read the market and define true EV, but how much should you bet? How do you properly manage your bankroll? That's where the Kelly criterion comes in. Also referred to as Kelly C, the Kelly criterion is a mathematical formula that helps determine how much to invest in a given asset, and in this case, how much to wager on a sports bet. Using the Kelly criterion can help in maximizing your potential profit in the long run and keep your bankroll managed. It tells you how much to risk based on your edge versus the fair odds. I recommend quarter or 0.25 Kelly, which OddsJam uses by default. Let's go ahead and take a look at where to find this option in your OddsJam bankroll settings. Go to your profile, find and select bankroll settings. Here you can tell OddsJam what your bankroll is, and it'll automatically calculate how much you should bet based on the default quarter Kelly setting. As your bankroll grows, you should update this setting to maximize profit with EV. Now that you're smart on Kelly C, you can grow without exposing yourself to big swings. Smart edges like this, combined with proper bankroll management, now that's a true blueprint for success. Okay, quick recap. You find a bet at 6.5% EV. Here's your checklist. Check the sharp books. Where are Pinnacle, Circa, Bookmaker, and Bet Online? Are at least half of them showing odds, and are they aligned? Remember to check the liquidity. Can sharps bet thousands on this line? Remember, the more money a book is willing to risk, the better their confidence in the line. If it all checks out, lock it in. This is how pros bet. We don't chase signals, we define value. Now let's wrap it up. EV means better odds than true probability, but not all edges are created equal. Use arbitrage to build your base, and use Kelly to size your bets. But most importantly, read the market. This isn't betting like a fan, this is betting like an investor. Follow the process and trust the math. And if you need help, you know where to find me. For more solid information on edge betting strategies, check out our Beyond the Odds podcast linked above, where myself and 2 other professionals, the Arb Father and Arb Thief, are consistently dropping game-changing information that has helped thousands of people profit. Thanks for checking out the channel, and I hope to continue bringing you content that helps you profit. Drop any ideas you have for future topics in the comments below, and I'll check them out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.